Folks, my name is Luke. Welcome to this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review, where today I am going over the pocket knife that I carry with me every single day. I've carried this knife with me for years, in fact. Now, originally, a viewer sent me this knife as a present, as a gift, and I am incredibly thankful because this is a little powerhouse. The value is here. The quality is terrific, and it is fast. It is sharp. It's a very, very good, high-quality blade. This is from Kershaw. This is the Cryo 2. Let's take a look at it now. So let's just go ahead and let's get some stats out of the way, folks. Now, when it comes to cost, at the time of filming, $30 on Amazon. $30 is an incredible price for a knife of this quality. When it comes to weight, I have to admit, this is a little bit heavy, 5.5 ounces. Yes, it does have a good heft to it. When it comes to weight for a pocket knife, I really don't want to go any heavier than this right here. 5.5 ounces is perfect. I actually prefer this over lighter knives because I feel like I have something substantial in my hand. The blade is 3 1/4 inches long, and it is made from 8CR13 MOV steel. I'll be the first one to admit that this is an inexpensive budget Chinese steel, but it's easy to sharpen, it carries the edge for a good period of time. It's well worth the $30. As you can see here, this is gray in color. Now this is actually a titanium coating which covers this knife. And as you can see here, there's no rust on this knife even after multiple years of use. This knife is 20% larger than the previous Cryo knife, which was also designed by Rick Hinderer. Now I have to be honest, I've never heard of this guy, but he is the designer. When it comes to the handle, you are looking at 410 stainless steel. When it's all folded up, you are looking at 4.4 inches long. The total overall length is 7.75 inches. With the Cryo 2, there are two ways to open this blade here. You have the flipper, which I absolutely love. That is my primary way of opening this up. I mean, you could do it so dang fast, just like that. Now with the thumb stud, I actually don't use this very often. It is ambidextrous on both sides, but it's a little bit too low for my liking, so it doesn't feel very natural to open it up in this way. Now to assist you with the opening, this knife does feature the Kershaw SpeedSafe assisted opening system. And with my testing over the years, I've had no issues with this. The spring inside here is just as strong as it's ever been. As you can see there, it just opens up super fast, super fast. Now, as you can see here, you do have a pocket clip. Now, this is a 4-position pocket clip, so you can run this any way that you want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, any way that you like. You do have a hole here for a lanyard, which I would never have a lanyard on a pocket knife as a personal preference. As you can see on the top, you have jimping on the handle and on the blade as well, which really allows you to push that blade into the wood or whatever it is that you may be doing. It allows for excellent control. Down on the bottom here, you have more jimping for your fingers, so the blade doesn't go anywhere in your hand. Now, I've seen some people claim that this is a slippery knife. I've never had an issue with this coming out of my hand, ever. I mean, if you're using it properly, you shouldn't have any issues. As you can see there, it just simply fits perfectly in the hand. It's not too long, not too short, not too heavy, not too light. When it comes to edge retention for this steel here, it's good. It's not super amazing by any means. You will have to sharpen this knife periodically. Now the good thing is, the saving grace is that it takes an edge with ease, and that's extremely important because not everybody out there is a master at sharpening blades. Some people have the most basic of sharpening skills and tools, and that is how they sharpen their knives. And this blade right here will take an edge with ease. You can get this razor sharp with minimal skill and know-how, and that's incredibly important. We don't need to pretend that everybody out there is a master craftsman when it comes to their knives. Some people simply have basic tools and knowledge to sharpen their blades. Luckily, this knife does take an edge with ease. You can get this to be razor sharp. And let me tell you folks, I just sharpened this at home. I used a very basic knife sharpener, and it is razor sharp. And it will be for a number of months, depending of course on what I'm doing. The spine here is not capable of throwing any sparks. If you want that feature, I guess you could get your Dremel tool out and go to town on it, but no, it does not throw any sparks. The titanium coating here is perfect. I mean, it doesn't chip off. It does seem like it is fading. I've had this knife for so long that I really don't remember what it looked like when I originally got it. But I want to say that the coating was quite a bit darker and over time it has faded. It hasn't chipped off or anything like that, but it has faded. The edge on this knife is a hollow grind, and if you're going to sharpen this yourself, it is recommended that you have an 18 to 22 degree angle on this. I mean, that is just wicked, wicked sharp. Out of the box, it comes very sharp, and as mentioned before, you can easily sharpen it again yourself. Now, when it comes to the quality here, for $30, this is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I mean, there's no play in the blade at all. I mean, none. Absolutely none. Locks perfectly into place. And as you can see here with it shut, it's perfectly centered. Perfectly centered. You know, something else that I should mention here is that the balance of this blade is perfect. I mean, it fits perfectly into the hand, as you can see. And the balance is terrific. Perfectly balanced through the handle. The blade isn't too heavy. This gives you excellent performance throughout any task that you're doing. It doesn't wear out your hand. That's a huge plus. Now, when it comes to pocket carry, I've been carrying it just like this for numerous years. This gives me quick access. I can pull it out and open just like that. The thumb stud has not destroyed my pants. It's not very rough. It's rounded, fairly smooth. So you don't have to worry about your jeans, your pants, your Fjallravens getting torn apart. Super fast. I mean, that's incredibly fast. So, we've taken a look at the Kershaw Cryo 2. What a fantastic knife. This knife has been out on the market for a very long time, and it is highly regarded. This knife has treated me so incredibly well over the years that I highly recommend it to you all. I mean, Kershaw is a fantastic company. Yes, from what I understand, they do not make their blades in the United States anymore, but with that being said, they do offer an excellent warranty. Now, when it comes to the purpose of this knife, this is what I consider to be the perfect EDC, everyday carry blade. I have carried this knife with me every single day on every single adventure, going to town, going into the woods. No matter what I'm doing, this knife is with me. It has not let me down. The only issues that I have heard of with this knife involve the pocket clip. I've seen many reports about the pocket clip breaking. I have not had this issue. Apparently the company solves this issue very quickly and will send you a new one. Over the years, I've had 0 issues with this blade. 0. This is one of the best gifts that I've ever received. This is a fantastic knife. As an EDC knife, this is my #1 pick. When I go out backpacking, this is my #1 pick. When it comes to bushcraft, this is my secondary knife. I like to have a full tang blade with me. I don't want a folder for bushcraft use, but as a backup, this is always in my pocket. It is because of all of these factors that this is my favorite pocket knife of all time so far. That may change into the future, but for the last couple of years, this has been my favorite, and it continues to be my favorite to this day. You know, it is a little bit heavy, but that heft really makes you feel secure with that blade, right? I mean, you have confidence in it. And when it comes to your gear, you need to have confidence. That's very important. While it is heavy, it does have that very thin profile. That means a lot. You stick it in your pocket and you forget that it's there. That's important. Concealable, good weight, good stuff. It's highly recommended by me at the Outdoor Gear Review. If you guys have any questions for me, email me. And of course, everyone take care, stay warm, strength and honor.